that Joe Kent, the director of the American National Counterterrorism Center, has announced his resignation. He cited his concerns about the justification for military strikes in Iran, saying he cannot in good conscience back the Trump's administration's war. Now, joining me now is Katavan Gorjestani from the International Affairs Desk. Big question is, how significant is this resignation, Katavan?
It's extremely significant for three main reasons. The first one is that this is the first top Trump administration officials in the second term to resign, and to resign citing policy differences. So that is pretty significant on its own. The second thing is because of who he is. This is not some carryover from a previous administration. This person cannot be dismissed as a woke general by some of Trump's supporters. This is a former Green Beret, 2 decades in the Army Special Forces, paramilitary officer for the CIA, and he's not an old school Republican. He's a super Trump supporter, and he says it in his letter. I supported the values and the foreign policies you campaigned on in 2016, 2020, 2024. He was handpicked by Donald Trump and confirmed by the Senate just last summer to come in. And it was part of a broader effort by the Trump administration 2.0 to put people, loyalists, people who were partisan and who would be loyal to Donald Trump in these official positions, especially in the intelligence community that Joe Kent was part of. And finally, of course, the main reason why this is significant is for the justification that Joe Kent gives to his resignation. And I'll just read 2 very important lines from his letter. The first one is the major explanation. He says, Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, which is the justification that the U.S. has put forward for going to strike Iran. And it is clear that we started this war due to the pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. The second important line, until June of 2025, you understood that the wars in the Middle East were a trap. These 2 things really show a new rift among Donald Trump's base, among MAGA, Make America Great Again supporters, those who are following Donald Trump, and those who are a little bit more ideological and who believe Donald Trump when he was saying, no more wars in the Middle East, no forever wars, isolationism, America first. And Joe Kent really is the first major public consequence of this growing rift, a rift that is based on the foreign wars, on intervening abroad, but also on support for Israel, which is something that the old Republican Party was very much staunchly in favor of. This fringe, or this wing of the MAGA movement, is very much not that pro-Israel, and this letter by Joe Kent really puts all of this into the spotlight.